everybody, and welcome back to some more RimWorld. Alrighty, as promised, this here episode is gonna be a big one because we've got a whole lot of things planned. And also a whole lot of things incoming, probably. So, the plan currently is for us to A, make more friends, B, gear ourselves up, C, don't die, optional, and number 4, get a brand new viewer character who wishes to become a ghoul. Which, fun fact, ghouls are going to be very, very helpful in this particular run, because all the crazy amount of corpses that we have been generating will be eaten by the ghouls. And whatever isn't, well, let's assume that the ghouls run out of food. Well, we have plenty of animals. So we have options. And overall, I think a ghoul would be good. That also means that we would be able to cut down all of these harbinger trees that I've been using as just corpse disposal. And that's a ton of bioferrite, which is equally very good. Current issue, we have no shards to our name. And even though we can technically summon things that might have shards, that's, you know, still a little bit scary. There's also the void provocation. You know, it's, there's ways, right? Ideally, I would like some more void sculptures since we can have 6 and each one gives 3%, I believe. Then there's also the shard beacons in which we can have 4. That provides a bonus as well. The less chance for something to go absolutely terribly wrong, the better. But, you know, might just have to make do with what we got. Speaking of, we can make void sculptures, right? Only 50? Oh my goodness. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, let's go ahead and just okay the rest of those being made, because as far as bioferrite goes, we are absolutely swimming in bioferrite. That's also probably why part of why our colony wealth is getting so high. If only we had people to trade with. And that's another thing. We need more friends so that we can trade with more people, and then it's even better. Right? And finally, the last thing that I want to do is the drain caskets. If we can if we can find 2 very willing individuals to donate, as it were, that'll be helpful as well, because then both Puppeteer as well as Crimson are going to be so much better off. Now, let's hope nothing goes bad. Please don't kill us. And it looks like our rice is now being harvested. So, that means it's time to go back to Psychoid. After all, we love money. And we love when money actually comes... excuse me. Comes to us. Okay, sure. Yeah, alright. That, I didn't script that. Okay, well. Artificial metabolism? Yeah, there goes all our silver. Worth it! Now, this is the one that we summoned, I believe. So let's sell them as much as possible. They are our allies, so we don't need to get them to absolute max reputation or anything. But we do need to sell with them. Please come as close as possible. Closer, closer. Good stuff. You're going through our animal pen. I guess that's fine. That's as close as you're gonna get. Okay, good enough for me. The fact that it's currently raining right now is a little unfortunate, because our stuff will be just a tad bit withered. But oh well. What you got? More importantly, what do you take? What does this stuff actually do? The puke juice. Non-alcoholic, pleasantly light, citrusy, and slightly bitter that owes its flavors and aromas to sweet and bitter oranges, rhubarb, and imperial craftsmanship. Drinking it induces heavy but painless vomiting. Completely clearing the stomach and taste buds. Is kept secret. No one's able to recreate it. Right. I mean, what if we just sold these? Like, I guess it is really good for food poisoning, right? But... do we... I guess we should hang on to it just in case. Because what if an Imperial comes by and is like, "Oh, I will give you 20 honor in exchange for 70 aperitif. Oh!" And then we have none, right? So that's something to think about, I suppose. These maps. I think we don't need these maps. Seems like a good deal to me. So, for 54 Devil Strand, all of our maps, we get 1,100 silver, basically. Good stuff. Now, Crimson, make friends with them. Because we want to be able to call them again if we so need. I don't want to give them our donkeys. I don't want to give them chocolate. We've already given people chocolate. Hey, will you take a kidney and a liver? Why is that worth so much? Dude, organs are worth such a crazy amount of money? Holy. Actually, before I do that, we've done our surgeries, right? Yes. Okay. Other than the sleeping sickness. Okay. Yeah. Well, in that case, hey, would you guys like some stuff? I'm gonna keep the heart just in case, though. Dunk. Back up to 80. Yippee! Thank you very much for your business today, Wood Elves. Bartos! Hard at work replanting, I see. Wow, Shoot Frenzy on Silvermane is really exciting. Okay, where are you going? Tending to Kale. Not a bad idea. You know what? Bartos! You know? Honestly, I want you to come mine. Look, we need silver. Desperately. Just mine all of this. You are our best miner, even though Yuya is doing her best. So let's just, you know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, look at how fast Bartos is at actually mining. The only issue is it's across the freaking map, so it's no wonder it takes a while. Okay. Thank you very much. I know it's daytime, so you're going to be super unhappy if I keep you awake, so go to bed. Then, Crimson, when you're all done with that, take a bite out of Silvermane. Oh, Silvermane! Come here, you! Come here, you! Nyum. Dude, just Silvermane, like, speed walking while Crimson's like, "Hey! Get back here!" Or maybe he didn't even know she was coming. Maybe that's why he's speed walking. Who knows? Hello? It appears as though we have more people visiting us. How wondrous. I thought that it was more elves, but no, it is the Sio tribe. Well, your presence here is welcome regardless. Do you have steel? No? Then you are useless to us! Here, you can have this heart. Pleasure doing business with you. Actually, you know, maybe I was a little bit too harsh. You know what? I think that we can have a real, long, prosperous friendship if you take 500 Devil Strand. Dang it, that wasn't enough. Are you serious? What else do you guys want? You know what? Friendship is not so easily earned. Wow, +6 for 72 aperitif. Wow, you're something. You're something, alright. I've got some choice words for you. Dang, I don't even want to sell, like, all of our Okay, the stuff that's awful, I'm gonna sell. We don't need stuff that is literally awful. That's +7. That's good. But that is also with the aperitif, so... do we need this stuff? I don't know if we need this stuff. Oh, we may as well hang on to it, I guess. What? We can't give them LTEX. That's, not good. I don't think we can give them enough to actually become, fast friends. 400 wood wouldn't do it. Well... fine, I guess we'll take the +1. They're at 65. I guess it's good enough. That's all that we can do for now. Also, Silvermane got a new level up. We could do kill skip, but that's melee. Therefore, not good. Or we could do guided shot. Let's do that one. Basically, free hits all day, every day. Now, what I'm doing, this is going to be expensive. Kale? You having trouble? Crimson, go rescue... oh, our pet's gonna get him. What's wrong with you? Wow, the sleeping sickness is almost going to cause an extreme problem. Luckily, immunity is at just about 98%, and sleeping sickness is at 94%. I didn't even see who won that. Did you guys cancel that early? Well, either way, Kale will recover, so there is that. And it's going to be a little bit faster with you being in bed. Sure is a close race, though. But, as far as a Hemogen network, what I'm doing is we are making 2 little death rest rooms right over here. We have a pipe network that is going to connect to both. And we should just be good to go. Ideally, maybe we won't even need more than 2 drain caskets. And we could just have like 1,000,000 bits of storage. That'd be nice. I'm doubtful of that. But it'd be nice. We need steel Bartals. What you up to? You're sewing psychoid. Okay, well, fair enough. Well, you know what? Just a few more to go, and then I think I'm gonna make you go do... yeah, you know what? I know you're busy, but come mine these 4, just so we have a little bit of steel to work with. Puppeteer, what are you... you're digging over here. Also, you know what? Ruby has been doing some serious damage against this, toxic. Because it is, almost completely clear up at the top. Good job, Ruby. Hard at work. And back at it again. Go ahead and use the work command, just so you can do that a little more efficiently. Steel is a problem. We don't have steel. No, 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 no. No steel. You know what's crazy? We have far more bioferrite than anything else currently. As far as, like, quote-quote metals go, at least. Well, there we go. The, Hemogen packs are starting to be made. The issue being, man, this is gonna take a whole lot of gold, but whatever. It has to be done. May as well get it done here and now, before we're attacked and die, and, you know, this, that, and the other thing. Well, we're gonna need this, so may as well work on it. Ghoul Resurrection Serum. Donk. We're actually getting kind of close to maxing out all of our anomaly research. That's interesting. We haven't even gone to the 2nd tier of the pillar that starts with us. Well, as far as anomaly goes, we've been doing quite well. Now, granted, we could get it going. I just don't want to, because we're already suffering. So why would we make it even harder on ourselves? Not much reason to. At least, not yet. Well, something else that I did. Because we are so in desperate need of steel, I did make it so that, Silvermane does a little bit more mining. Oh, well, I did drilling. Okay, that's fine. Puppeteer also doing a little bit more mining. Everybody has a tiny bit more mining on their schedule because there's so much steel to get. We desperately need it. Also, nobody is doing scans. Nobody is doing scans. There's just too much to do. Too much to mine, too much to grow, too much to build. It's all bad. Everything sucks. And we're sitting at 165k wealth. Bartals has gotten sick with sensory mechanites. Oh, good. Well, you know what? Just go get some rest. You'll be alright. Everything is okay. And with, you know, like half the colony mining this steel, hopefully we'll actually be able to do a couple of the things that we need to do. Not to mention, there's also still a crazy amount of steel left on the map, so, if I just have to force our entire colony to go mine steel, so be it. Like, we need steel so desperately. Prison warden. Well, you know what? At least we got a massive chunk of the steel actually mined out, so it's something, it's progress. Look at it. Let's imagine they're all 34 steel. Honestly, that alone was such a crazy amount of steel. Oh my goodness. So we're just sitting on like thousands of hundreds. Let's reel it back. Hundreds of bits of steel. You want us to have 7 prisoners? Are you crazy? That's a 1-star? 7 prisoners? No! I am not housing 7 prisoners! You're out of your mind! That's a crazy amount of prisoners! First of all, we need beds for all of them. We need food for all of them. We need medicine for all of them because they have blood rot. Like, are you serious? Yippee! Okay. So now, we should be able to make a tap. Hemogen drain right here. So now we can put hemogen into the pipe network. Ideally. That's a power conduit. Yeah, but this should work. Yes, and it'll connect. Okay, which means that we can actually extract, store, and pump hemogen now. Now we just need a couple prisoners to stick into the hemogen extractors, and provided we can actually keep them alive long enough, we'll be good to go. Also, I've decided that this is going to be Crimson's room because, you know, favoritism. Don't worry, Puppeteer, your room is up next. We're just, you know, rulers first and all that, you know? Highest authority. Oh, needs to be connected to power, too. Oh, my God. Well, that is a problem, isn't it? Whatever, that should reach. Good enough. Hey, we're having a party. That's something. Okay, these are good to go. They got fuel. We're solid. Now we're working on the hemogen drain, where we can put all of our hemogen packs, and we no longer have to store them in our fridge. That's pretty good. Pretty solid. We just gotta get there. Okay. And now, ideally, we'll do critical. That way we put all of it in here first. And it should go directly into our tank and then flow into our actual death rest stuff. I'm just waiting for somebody to actually go store it. That's alright. We'll... Oh, 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 oh! Here we go, here we go! Companion Dryad continuing to be the best character ever. Okay. Now it goes into the vat. And each of these can hold 200 packs. That's interesting. I don't know if that's a lot or a little, but it is certainly something. Oh, this is Puppeteers. Wait. Oh, no. Oops. My bad. I got a tiny bit confused, it seems. So, oh, it can actually link from this entire room. Okay. So, we have a solidifier. We have an amplifier. What else can we put? We could do an accelerator, which is nice. I don't know how needed that is. There's this one, which enhances psychic sensitivity. That that sounds good for, honestly, both Crimson and Puppeteer. We're going to put that one on hold. Invocation Matrix. Let's see. What's this one do again? Rare and potent sanguiphage abilities, tapping into the very essence of their vampiric nature and employing a complex system of blood conduits and essence resonators. The Matrix connects to the Death Thrust casket, channels the life force of its occupant to unlock hidden potentials of their bloodline. Oh. Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Hemodynamic accelerator? What the heck is this thing? It hastens a character's recovery. Okay, so if they're injured, it's good. It's good for you. What about a hemo pump? What does this do? Increases the amount of hemogen a death resting person can store in their body. That sounds really good for both of us. This is gonna be a mess of pipes, isn't it? Well, for now, we have the hemogen solidifier and amplifier. That's good enough for now. And then we need to set that up for Puppeteer, but it will come when it comes. Okay. There we go. Alright. So, we're gonna have 2 death resting rooms. We just have to stick someone into the drain casket. Can we abduct a random hostile anywhere? We could do it. Okay, refuel the drain casket. Okay, Crimson's on the way. Donk. Oh, wow, it needs a whole lot of food, though. Right. Okay, you know what? Let's allow meals just for the moment. You know, just to say that we did. Okay, and we're putting more blood. Excellent. That goes right into the tank. Good stuff. Ruby, you're clearing that. Okay, Silvermane. You busy, partner? Come refuel this. Pretty please. I would appreciate it. Okay, up to 4.6. Good enough for me. Alrighty, fellas. Let us draw someone near. Let's see, who do we want to chant? Chucky, you're up. You know what? 0. I'm sure you'll do fine. Anna and Ruby. Total quality 50%. Let's just hope it's good enough, huh? Do we have any more, Nope. Okay. Here we go. Our very first incantation. We use the void. We offer this bioferrite so that someone may appear before us here and now. And so they have. Oh, and would you look at that? Wonderful indeed. Wait a minute. No. Stick 'em. Wait. No. Crimson. It's gonna be like this, isn't it? It's gonna be like this, isn't it? We can't stick them into this. It has to be. Why can't I put him in? Is it because he's not a prisoner yet? Is it because you are not a prisoner? No. I am putting you in to this casket. You are going into the casket. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it! Why can't they just stick him into it? He's in a coma. Why do I need to make them a slave, prisoner, whatever? Okay, captured. Good. Now we can do it. Oh my god. Really? Did we? Ugh. Whatever. They had to be flagged as captured first before we could put them into the drain casket. Fine. Fair enough. Whatever. At least we're now good to go. Welcome to your new home. You'll be here forever. Oh. Well, good news. Apparently, we have enough steel to actually make a passenger shuttle. Let's do that immediately, shall we? Also, as far as the death rest rooms, they're basically ready to go. Also, apparently I made a death rest accelerator at some point, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, Chucky, when you're awake, can you come clean the death rest chambers? I would appreciate it, please and thank you. And here comes Chucky now to clean up the rooms. Look, it's not the nicest job, but somebody's got to do it, and Chucky's more than eager to aid his queen. Also, Silvermane appears to be wearing some recon armor, so it looks like we're doing pretty good. And once we have this passenger shuttle, I am immediately putting it to full use, and we are driving everywhere that we can reach. We're trading, we're getting steel, and it's gonna be good. We're finally gonna be in a situation where we can actually do everything that we need to do. Okay, we have a lot of reactive chem packs. Why are we not doing that? We do not have enough chem fuel for us to just not be doing this. Why are we not? You are confusing me, dear colonists of mine. You are very much confusing me. Ooh, look at Chalky go, though, building that passenger shuttle like nobody's business. Yippee! Apparently, he's also talking to Zero about armadillos. Does this look like an armadillo to you? Okay, well, tell you what, if we can get it fueled up, then we can actually go and sell stuff. We can't sell the other shuttle engine, so that's unfortunate, but it's okay. We'll roll with it. Now, just to scroll through our list and see everything that we can actually sell. Okay, tell you what. If we're gonna get some more steel, I am willing to be rid of our flak pants. It hurts, but it'll be okay. Honestly, anything poor, I think I'm also pretty okay with just getting rid of. These hyperweave lassos, by the way, I've set these not to spawn and for nobody to use them, and yet they still show up. So I don't know what the deal is, but we're absolutely gonna sell it because we have it. But technically, they're not supposed to be spawning, and the fact that they are is unfortunate. We can also sell the reactive reclaimed bio packs. That's interesting. We have 6,000 limestone blocks. What? 6,000? Well, that's probably not helping our wealth, is it? We have 1,000 steel now? What happened? Maybe that's what the problem was. Maybe I just needed to put this on top. Well, here comes an itty-bitty amount of chem fuel now, which means once we're fueled up, we actually get to do some stuff. Interestingly, we can also store chem fuel in a network to power up, to fuel up. Well, I guess technically it's powering, but either way, fuel up our passenger shuttle, so that's something to keep mind of. Eventually. Also, King and Noob, how you doing? Drawing some circles? That's fine. Growth tier 3, learning at 82%. Okay. Could be better, could be worse. One of our capybaras died. That's fine. We still have 4 more. And slowly but surely, we're storing hemogen because of this drain casket. Let's get another one built, shall we? And you know what? We're treating ourselves today. Let's get another hemogen vat. Why not? Why shouldn't we have more blood? Oh. Shadow acting a little bit weird there. Whoa! That's an interesting bug. Okay. Don't know why that's happening, but that's probably fine. Kale also inspired surgery, but we have no surgery to current... Surgery? Yes. Surgery. Currently none to be done, so unfortunately, a little bit of a wasted creativity. But you know what? At least we could fantasize about... Is that what's been happening to my potted plants? The companion dryads are eating them? Well, that's just rude. Hey, Crimson has gained a Psylink level. Well, Bloodstream seems good to me. Bloodstorm. All right, Crimson, we don't have a whole lot of fuel to work with, but 248. Let's see how far we can get, right? For the impatient part of me. Okay, so 150 if we go to Istros. Alternatively, we could go... borderline nowhere else. Oh my god, even with a passenger shuttle, we still do not have a crazy amount of distance. That is so sad. All right. And we've arrived. Okay, they won't buy literally anything that we have. Very cool. Whatever. It doesn't even matter. What are you guys selling? A lot of stuff. No Archotech limbs, huh? That would have been nice. This one's interesting. Specialized limbs? That's interesting. I want that, actually. And then I'll take all your steel. And then, I'll take all your components. And then I'll take a little bit more chem fuel, please and thank you. Well, actually, you know what? Fine. Let's be a little bit mindful. We'll only take 600 steel. And the rest will be chem fuel. Actually, there. Alright, perfect. Good enough for me. Now refill from cargo. Good enough. And as soon as we're ready... wait for it. We go back home. And so it begins. Also, call aid. Silver drop. Right here. Oh yeah, that's just 500 silver. On a 45-day cooldown or something crazy. 32 days. Okay. Alternatively, we could use it quicker. But, you know. Alright. Let's unload some of the stuff. Leave the rest in there. That'll be fine. Alright. Yippee! We can finally do a bit of trading! Did that help our wealth at all? No, it made it worse. Dude, items? What items? Manufactured. LTEX, shuttle engine. Oh, it's the Devil Strand. Yeah, I probably should have seen that one coming. Having that much Devil Strand, yeah. Ugh. We need the Devil Strand, though, man. We, like, need it for a ton of our stuff. Our clothes, making stuff out of it. Whatever. It doesn't even matter now, does it? You know, eventually we can make Synthreave and Hyperweave. You know, I was debating, though, as nice as being able to make Synthread and Hyperweave, I think I said it correctly that time, there is a mod that I was debating using, and I might swap over to it, but remove the craftable Synthread and Hyperweave. And basically what it does is it adds a bunch of other materials that you can build out of, as well as, like, middle versions of Synthread and Hyperweave. So it's like a nice in-between Devil Strand and that. I'm debating it. It looks interesting. It has a lot to it. I mean, it potentially might even make some really cool walls. I'll think about it. We might, in this episode, honestly, we might use it. I don't know, though. We'll see. I'm thinking about it currently. What I do know is we're making some more recon armor, which is very, very welcome. We need all the help that we can get because we're all in danger. If another attack shows up, it's gonna be bad. I've conceived an idea most ingenious. Would you like to hear it? Good! So, here's what we're doing. I am making 2 fire foam poppers in our animal pen because whenever there's a fire down here, it just takes way too long to actually get down to it. So, if we have 2 fire foam poppers, which cover a pretty good amount of the farm, then theoretically we don't have to deal with it. It is going to be a bit of steel upkeep, but it's also good prevention. Then, what I'm doing is, since we've been getting a lot more prisoner requests, I'm installing a switch right here, and then I'm going to install 2 more prisoner rooms. That way, what we can do is we can have potentially 3 prisoners over here. A little bit of space for them to do their thing. 1 or 2 prisoners over here, and then a few medical beds for us to keep them there. That way, not only are we able to house quite a few prisoners, they're not all clumped together, so there's a little bit less chance that there's actually going to be as many breakouts. Ideally. And provided that they're actually happy, they shouldn't want to break out, maybe. But we'll see. Then, as far as our stone cube. There we go. Stone cube bottom text. We're going to install 2 of them, and then the rest we're going to put on our passenger shuttle, and we are just going to completely boot off the map. Because they are sculptures, they are increasing our wealth. Not by a lot, but by enough. So I'm thinking that's what we'll do. 2 of them have a beauty of 8, which certainly isn't bad. But, you know, any wealth is too much wealth. So, may as well make use of the 2 remaining ones that have 8, and the rest go bye-bye. Then as far as our people go, some of us are wearing recon armor, so that is gonna be a huge increase in our defenses. It kind of falls under the category of extremely expensive once again, but I guess it's got to be done at some point. Then what I also have is I changed a bunch of our clothing around, so now it's going to use our anima fabric or cloth if it's just people who won't be in a fight. But if they will, it's set to Devil Strand and anima fabric because that is significantly more defensive. I am also making a couple dusters just because it is so freaking hot that even a little bit more insulation for our regular workers is going to be a very, very big deal. In theory. Also, I have min-maxed our power usage like crazy. We have a grid excess of 5. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So if the zzzt event happens, it basically isn't even gonna matter. That's the goal, at least. We'll see how it goes. But for the moment, it is good enough. Then we're gonna put a door right here, as well as a cooler right beside it. This switch we're going to toggle off, and then we're going to toggle everything else on. That way we don't have to worry about it, and it should be pretty good, I hope. We also have a awakened berry maker dryad, so food is gonna be good. Once we get 3 more berry maker dryads, I'm going to squish them, and then we're gonna change the cast once again. I don't know what to, honestly. Either the... honestly, I might just change them back to the anima fabric, because, hey, it's effectively leather, or wool, however you want to describe it. Either way, it is effectively free. Oh, relations with the refugee empire have changed from 81 to 69, tendency to move towards natural. Well, at least it's something. It's the thought that counts, right? Let's set that to auto-rebuild. Perfect. Once we get a component, this one will auto-rebuild as well. I'm hoping that there's enough greenery inside of our pens that the animals are basically able to self-sustain. I got rid of the 2 grow zones. That way we can focus on the things that are actually important instead of constantly wandering over to work on this. I also got rid of one of these, so now we'll just be focusing on these ones. So hopefully it's a little bit less for us to actually do. Cache of treasures! Well, how close is it? A tornado generator and a piece of L-Tex. That's actually not that far. We could theoretically just hop into the passenger shuttle and just go do that. We only have 88 chem fuel, though, because despite the crazy amount of toxic waste packs, it is still a very, very slow process actually turning it into chem fuel, so, you know, until we have a more sustainable way of doing that, it's just kind of, it is what it is. Well, you know what? Let's load up the passenger shuttle with the cube. Alright. Load it up. And we will try to sell them to anyone who's willing to actually take them. We'll see how that goes, because, I have a feeling most people are not going to want to buy sculptures of the Golden Cube, but it helps us, and that's the important thing. Oh, okay. Also, let's harvest this whenever we have the opportunity, because we did not before. As far as steel mining goes, though, this is wiped out. This is wiped out. This massive one is wiped out. Now, we just have the one down here. This tiny bit right here. And I think that's all the steel that's actually on the map completely dug out. Other than the obvious that we're using for containment. Other than that, I mean, but I'm just gonna leave that because the extra containment strength is just a little bit too good. But yeah. Oh, and of course there is also this as well. We could mine this out too. I'm gonna wait on that just because it does lead directly into our base. It's quite a large, easy to exploit opening. Once we're able to make like plasteel walls or something, then I'll change it out. But for now, let's just make use of what we got. Which, speaking of, as far as steel goes... Oh... That is so nice. Oh my god, we actually have steel. We don't have plasteel, but we have steel. And the ground penetrating scanner, whenever people have time, we'll use that, and we can find potentially even more. Or we'll find deep chem. Kind of depends, but either way, it's useful. We'll use it when we can use it. You know what I think it's time for after a little duel? Good to see they're accepting Yuya now. But I think it's time for another skip abduction. And this time, Zero, Puppeteer, and Silvermane, you shall join. And at the cost of 60 more bioferrite, we shall have yet another source of blood. Let them be brought directly to us, so that we may harvest their hemogen for ourselves. This time a dark elf. Well, well, well. How interesting. So, technically, we have 2 more mouths to feed. However, it is going to be such a delectable thing for us to do. Okay, to the drain casket you go, and Puppeteer is hard at work expanding our prison. Also, something I'm gonna do, I know it's a bad idea, but I'm tired of not having it. I'm color coding everybody's rooms with their character's favorite color. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm sick of it. Look, our base floor is so boring. It's not wrong for me to want to customize how our base looks, okay? It's not wrong. It's simply what I wish. Subjugation. Donk. Looks good to me. So, we now have 2 people graciously giving us hemogen. And you know what? Ooh, I think we better give it a little test-a-rooney, don't you? Okay, luckily that didn't put us over the edge as far as, like, hemogen goes, but... Do we have... We have to link it, I see. Well, that's fine. So, theoretically, all of our stuff that requires hemogen is now, ideally, just always going to have a bit of fuel, because we have 2 vats, which can store 200 packs each, and then we're going to have 2 more packs, which can store 200 each, and then we're going to have 4 more, which can each store 200 each. And considering at the moment we only have 2 sanguiphages, I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine. Ideally. Does this not connect? This is not linked. Huh. Alright, go ahead and disassemble it. I mean, if we're literally not getting use out of it, then so be it. Oh, Psychic Soothe for male as well. So be it. We don't need to accelerate our death rest. What we need is for our death rest to be comfortable. Progress. That's the important part. Progress. We're also gonna need, like, a little bit more power, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Also, I don't know if these are actually turning stuff into fertile land. Sort of doesn't seem like it. So I think our dream of the biopacks is kind of just not happening over here. So what I'm thinking of doing... I'm kind of thinking of just making something else fertile and then just, like, calling it a day. So, for example, if we stop this potato farm and we do some of this, in theory, eventually, this will all become fertile land. Let's do biopack right here. And then we'll just, you know, we'll work on that as we go. Because I'm really suspecting that this is just not working. I imagine it probably just doesn't work on land that isn't good enough. On standard soil. Okay, yeah, so we were just wasting them. Alright, cool. Well, hey, better late than never, right? And our front lawn will be super, super nice, good to go. Honestly, we could probably even do rice at our front door. And then this area, we could just keep as potatoes, because they're good enough, right? Like, it's pretty solid. I'm also making some more psychoid, because I figure can't go wrong with it. We could sell it, it'll be good. It'll jack up our wealth, but what else is new? It's all coming together. Slowly but surely. It is coming together. Should we start on, like, some chem fuel stuff? Like, we could do these chem fuel powered generators, right? As well as the deep chem eventually. So if we do, like, this. And then... maybe something like that. This can be our little storage room. Yeah, this will be pure storage. Then we do something like this. I don't know. That doesn't really seem good enough. I don't know. We'll think of something. But this is chem fuel storage room. Yippee! And then we could do like an actual chem fuel power somewhere. I kind of don't want to run chem fuel pipes along our entire network. How bad is it? So does this say anything about like leaking? No, this literally just moves it to where we would need it. Okay. I guess theoretically, if we have mass storage over here, and then it's piped over to our shuttle, and then way over here to like a big just industrial chem fuel room that's making us a ton of power, maybe that would be fine. Inefficient, but I mean, it would be safe, because say there's a super huge explosion of chem fuel, well, if it's in the middle of our base, we're screwed. But if it's way out here, like, maybe it does some damage to our storage and crafting room, but for the most part, if our people are asleep, they're fine. If they're medical, they're fine. Even if they're eating, they're fine. So, I think that's what we'll do. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. And then we could also just put, like, a cooler right here. Just blast that baby on full. And then all of our chem fuel is just super cold in here anyway. So even if a fire/explosion did start, ideally, it's just snuffed out immediately. We'll also see how buffed up Crimson is in 3 days when she's done death resting. Well, Crimson and Puppeteer are death resting at a bad time, but it is that time once again, once per year, where we celebrate that despite it all, we continue to live. It was terrible. Okay, where's this? Ooh, better luck next year, fellas. Are you telling me that for the low, low price of 6 troopers' lives, we can just get a bunch of honor or a bunch of goodies. Honestly, I think this one is a trap. I want the honor. Crimson, you're up. Alrighty, troopers have arrived. And so have the mechanoids. Goodness. Okay, so all assault rifles, gotcha. Well, come along, boys. We got some tasks for you. Oh. Interferes with or shuts down electrical devices in nearby regions. Oh. And multiple mech capsules as well. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's initially shut down, so there is that. And just in case they do fail, we have a lot of options as well. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You have good range. You have good range. Oh, is that a gun link I see? Oh, you better believe it is. Okay, so he has fantastic range. Actually, man, we need to get Silvermane one of those. A gun link with an LMG and his bullet focus? Bro. Alright, here we go. Positions, gentlemen. That seems good enough to me. Alright, you two. Shoot here. You know what? Do some go juice. Why not? Who else has go juice? Does anybody else here have go juice? No? Okay, then. You shoot here. You two shoot here. And once you're done, okay, shoot here. Okay, so we have 2 pikemen. We should be okay. Now, they're immune to fire, right? Yes, they are. Okay. Well, still good enough to know. All right, boys, keep doing your thing. Man, a centipede is kind of nasty. Okay, this guy's on fire, so he's not doing a whole lot right now. Let's go ahead and shoot at that scyther. Okay, you on the left, shoot at this one. You on the right, shoot at this one. We'll probably have to get involved, but it's not a huge deal, because if they die, whatever. This guy is still on fire. Okay, no longer on fire. Let's go ahead and get you over here to help. Okay, you decide to go for the centipede. Interesting choice, but let's have you shoot at this one. Okay, you shoot here. Oh my goodness. Down and absolutely out of the fight. Both of you shoot right here. This guy is on fire again. Okay, he is now down as well. Okay, just about all of the dudes are down. Okay, good stuff. Now kill this one if you can. Ooh, just about. Anna... Anna is coming over to help. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not going to deny you from being the savior that these people may need. Okay, well, we lost that melee fight, so there is that. Well, that certainly did not go their way, did it? Okay, Anna, snipe this scyther. Okay, incredibly good hit straight away. Fine, I think we better get some backup on the way. What's the fastest way to get over there? Crimson can just straight up appear, but there's so much fire, I kind of want to keep her out of it. Suki doesn't really have too much armor on. We might be okay, though. Well, we're melee as well. Alright, Silvermane. And... we need someone else with guns. Either way, Silvermane, come on over. Okay, Anna, it is now time to back up. Okay, reconvene over here. Silvermane. Crimson, let's have you come over just in case. And Puppeteer, let's have you come over as well. Oh no! Our person died. Wow, that thing has some... does it go over walls? Oh, I didn't know that. Zero also coming over. Which way you taking, Zero? Well, Zero, if you want to rescue this guy. Some of you will die. But oh well. Let's rescue this guy as well. Why not? Okay, we're just about here. So, Puppeteer, Crimson, both of you spread out. Anna, Silvermane, spread out as well. We're gonna deal with this however we can. The Scyther's almost dead. Centipede is untouched. Lots of fire. Let's move away from that. Okay, so also, it can shoot over walls. That's kind of scary, but what are you gonna do? Can we jump over those walls, I wonder, with Puppeteer? I wonder. You know what? Let's coagulate first. Boom. Anna's now good to go. Let's start moving over. Crimson. I think you're gonna have to be the one that they just shoot at. Who's it aiming at? I believe Silvermane. Okay, start splitting up. Okay, yeah, it's definitely going after Silvermane. Let's come right here. Okay, it missed. Alright, now's our time to go. Can we jump over this wall? No. Fair enough. Alright, Anna, you're coming over as well. Crimson. You might have a real scary job in a few seconds, but for now, let's just stay in the back. Boom, turret destroyed. Okay. Now we just have to worry about the scary thing. I'm debating just doing a firing focus. Let's do it. Okay, Scyther getting fairly injured. Ooh, Centipede is focused on Puppeteer. Okay, Anna. Run for cover. Silvermane. Run over here, just so you have a tiny bit of cover. Still distracted, so we have really... Ah! Ooh, Anna's okay. Okay, now, Puppeteer, you're up. Okay, now... Fair bit of blood right here. Crimson is in the fight as well. He died, but whatever. Okay, now that it's in melee range, it's unable to shoot. Man, this thing has so much health. It's also weird not seeing it as a waifu. I'm gonna keep it 100% honest with you. Fleeing fire, Puppeteer. Fair enough. Silvermane, are you not in range? No, you are. Can you shoot, please? Oh, you can't see it. Seriously? You still can't see it? Well, it's dead now. I don't know why he couldn't see it. I guess because the mech capsule was in the way? Huh. Well, that's one more coagulate. Alright, Anna, thank you for the hard work. Now, let us destroy this abomination of an EMP. Also, Crimson, go rescue this guy. Okay, Puppeteer is no longer fleeing fire. I will take those survival meals, please and thank you. Everything else is probably bio-coded, so we don't really care about all that. Alright! Well, it got a little bit iffy, but still, we took care of it. This is going to take a while to destroy, isn't it? Okay, Silvermane, run away. Woo! Not even close, baby. Well, other than a little tiny bit of scariness, we dealt with it pretty easily. Alright, good job, everybody. And to everyone who died, so sad. Hey, Crimson's ready to go up to a Praetor. We need 2 more columns and a bit more room impressiveness, and then we could do that. Okay. Interesting. I'm thinking we might hold back on that for now. What is it? That title. What, Okay, I see. Can no longer eat simple meals once we go up to Praetor. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Oh, can also no longer do dumb labor, plant work, or mining. That's interesting. That's not a problem for Puppeteer, because of the whole pampered lordling thing. But for Crimson, that's a little bit more of a problem. Then again, she already can't cook. Well. And diplomacy, whatever. Alright, well, we have a little bit of time to think about that. We're sitting on the honor. Now we just need to decide when we actually want to do it. Also, because we did kill a bunch of mechanoids, that is going to give us quite a bit of extra steel, maybe a tiny bit of plasteel. Huh? Pretty good. And then, ooh, we do need to refill this before this guy dies. Apparently they're still in dark psychic shock though, so that's interesting. Crimson, what you up to? You know what? Let's refuel this death rest, death ripper drain casket thingy. We don't want our hemogen supply dying already, do we? No, no. That would be much too problematic. Wait, what? Why are you two beating each other up? Oh, mental state berserk. Ah. Well, can we arrest you or something? Because I'd rather not make the, you know. Puppeteer, even though you very well could win that fight, just walk away. You know, I know that's easier said than done, but, just walk away. He's about to collapse from being malnourished anyway, so. Listen, you turned on us. We kept you alive. And you want to repay us by attacking our people? Me, oh my. Some people truly just can't be grateful for anything, can they? Speaking of being grateful, we're gonna transfer the metal horror up to here because I want to do the same thing that we're doing with the Chimera, which is absolutely farm it. You know, as much as we possibly can, at least. So, yeah. Let's make this room absolutely inescapable. Also, what is this? A noble in danger. Aha! No. Sorry, won't be helping you. Good luck. Can you just drop already? Well, I can't stop that. Alright, well. Hey, Acacia, can you rescue this guy? Nah, you know what? Listen, man. You attacked us. Whatever happens to you, happens to you. We've already given you our olive branch. Royal Tribute Collector, eh? Okay, they're, like, fighting each other? This guy doesn't have clothes? He is a nudist, I guess. He's also a pluvivile? Huh. Interesting. Naked in the rain, huh? Puppeteer! Go give them a little bit of tribute, eh? That way you can get yourself a little bit of extra dough. Honor, that is. We have too many animals. We gotta, like, keep up on the whole animal slaughtering thing. Okay, you guys can have... 6 LTEX. Is that how that works? Am I supposed to gift it? I don't know how this works. I, like, never do this. So, what if I do 3 like this? And then 3 like this. I guess that's good enough. I don't know. There you go. We showed tribute, I guess. I don't know how that works. Also, here's something interesting. These steel walls and everything don't count as ours. You can see, absolutely none of these steel walls count for our wealth. So I'm leaving it up because it's actually a pretty nice little choke point just to slow people down a tiny, tiny bit more. What we are sitting on a lot of, though, is bioferrite. I am debating making a bioferrite block. I know, risky. But it's 5 per. And as long as we're, like, most of the way out of the range of this, I'm thinking it should be pretty good. Yeah, so something like this. It's a little bit funky looking, but hear me out. 3 on each. So we go, yeah, something like this. I want to believe that this will hold out and they'll, like, guaranteed go through that little opening. I don't know that, but I feel like that's how that would work. So maybe we'll do something like this as far as a wall. They get funneled up through this way. Then what we could do, right? Tiny walls that we don't mind them breaking. And then they go through here. Boom, boom. Boom. Right? So that way, they're funneled through here, have to come all the way over here, and then they are completely out in the open for us to do whatever we want to do. For example, turret. let's just pretend this is a big one. We do boom, boom, boom. And immediately upon exiting, they are being fired upon like crazy. I don't know how we're gonna close this area off, honestly. I don't know how we're gonna go about that, but we'll see. Honestly, I might even just move the animal pen, and we'll just move it, like, way up here. That way we can actually, do animal stuff without needing to move them, like, super, super out of position. Our animatry, we've already gotten as much use out of as I think we could. So I think we don't need to focus on it as much anymore. It served its purpose, for the most part. So, if we wanted to build, like, a little itty-bitty blockade, let's say something like, here, sand, no, you know what, hang on a minute. So, wall, sandbag, wall, something like that, right? And then we do wall, sandbag, wall, wall, sandbag, wall. And then turrets over here. That seems really solid, I think. I think it's solid. Maybe we need to work on our plan just a little bit, but, like, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yep, I think it's about time that we downsize as far as our animals go. And that's exactly what I plan to do. However, it also appears that somebody has arrived. I don't know if we're going to be able to save him, but some guy named Ryan has crash landed. Now, interestingly, he is an anthrofox, also a xenophobe, which is interesting. But we actually got a character request that's very interesting. And if we just close our eyes for just a moment. Wowee! And once you open your eyes, my goodness! It appears as though it is none other than Master Melee! The one and only. So, I don't know how to change the actual fur color, but, you know, green hair. Bit of a callback to Melee's original appearance. But, despite the Joker colors, Master Melee has arrived! Albeit with paralytic abasia, but still. Now, there is something special we're going to be doing with Master Melee. And, well, just remember, he requested it himself. Oh, we do need a shard! Dang! Okay, so, Master Melee requested being a ghoul. Honestly, ghouls in this place are probably a really good idea anyway. Hey, Suki, you busy? Can you shadow skip over here, please? Dude. That is so much more broken than being able to teleport to blood. Just like, oh, there's a shadow. And I'm there. Dude, Suki by far has like the most broken movement one. But with Master Melee being rescued, allow me to show you the wall. So, I don't know if bioferrite walls are better than just like regular block. Oh, yes, they are, actually. 600 compared to 465. Okay. Alright, well, answered my own question. I was gonna say, I don't know, you know, maybe we should think about maybe, like, changing it just a little bit. I don't know. No, apparently we're just fine. So, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna build... Yeah! Something like this. So, again, this is in theory. I don't know if it's actually gonna go this way. Outermost layer, bioferrite. Innermost layer, limestone. They see, oh, look at this. Wow, just a nice little area to walk through. Doo, 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 doo. Then we have potentially 3 gunners all posted up over here, ready to go, ready to shoot. It's fantastic. And we have our turrets up above, which are able to shoot directly down into whatever may be attacking. And because it's at an angle, we shouldn't be getting shot by our own turrets. Ideally. But we'll see how that goes. I am also deconstructing the animal pen because they are simply too far away. It is really annoying needing to go all the way over here just to mess with them. So, like I showed you a little earlier, this is going to be our new animal pen. We're going to be able to house a lot less animals, but whatever. They're basically just food for us anyway, because it's not like we're going anywhere on this map on foot. That's what the passenger shuttle is for. Speaking of chem fuel, ooh, very slow, very, very slow. But what matters is we're finally making a bit of progress. Wondrous indeed, wouldn't you say? Also, I made a bunch of kibble, primarily so that we can put it into these drain caskets, so we don't have to use up too much food. But you'll be happy to know, out of the 400 hemogen that we can store, we currently have 77. That's pretty solid. That's like really, really good. Then, Puppeteer is now just about ready to go. I am gonna shuffle that around just a little bit. So, in theory, Puppeteer and Crimson should both be getting buffed anytime they death rest. And according to Crimson's buffs, apparently, we can solidify our hemogen a lot more. It's not just one, we could do however many. I don't know how many we can actually do, but if it's 10% per, that's pretty insane. I wish it told me how many it actually allows, though. Well, actually, death rest connection limit 4. Okay. God dang, so 40% for both resistances. That's still really solid. Like, that's really, really solid. Well, in that case, I am going to shuffle around our position a little bit, because honestly, even if it's only 20% each, that's such a big deal. Like, on Puppeteer, debatably he doesn't need it as much, but it's still so good. He's a melee fighter. And for Crimson, who basically doesn't have a whole lot of armor compared to everyone else, it's still really, really good. So, let's make the most of it, shall we? Also, we have to get rid of some of these blocks. These blocks are providing way too much wealth. Build what we need to build, and then just ship the blocks away. Maybe try and get a little bit of, like, extra whatever out of it, but they gotta go. They have to go. Also, Biofair, this is going to hurt our wealth so much more than I want it to, but oh well. So ideally, as silly as it looks, they should look at this and go, dang, how am I ever gonna get through that? It's a solid brick wall. And then, you know? But yeah, ideally, they look at this, they go, man, I can't possibly get through that. That's impossible. Oh, man. Oh, but look at this nice entrance that's completely unguarded. Wowee, I'm gonna go right through that. That's, again, in theory, but in a perfect world, they just never come here towards the bottom, and we almost always get the jump on them. I guess we'll see, right? That's why in theory versus in practice is always kind of up for debate, but still. We need a shard. How are we gonna do that? We haven't really been getting attacked by anomaly stuff. But that's not to say that we can't figure something out. For 20 bioferrite, we can actually draw a horde of them towards us. Or, you know, I wonder how well this would work. Drawing flesh beasts to attack people. Like, if we know they're about to raid us and we summon flesh beasts directly on top of them, it's 50 bioferrite a pop, but that's a really interesting thing to think about. Oh, entity escape. Well, it was bound to happen at some point, wasn't it? Well, here's the deal, though. We know exactly where it is, so it's not exactly gonna get far. Puppeteer, I know it's kind of the middle of the day, but if you'd be so kind as to join Crimson over by the containment, we would greatly appreciate it. Also, we had a bit of a fire issue, as you very clearly see. Alright, Crimson, Puppeteer are both on the way. Puppeteer, go beat it up. Unfortunate. Well, to be fair, we had that Sight Stealer for so long, it was bound to make an escape at some point, so, unfortunate, but we knew it was gonna happen eventually. The nice thing is, we are still generating a fair bit of bioferrite from this room. And we can even put something else in there now, so, you know, chutes and ladders. Wow, look at that. Another thunderstorm. Great. Also, we had a silver meteor land right in the middle of where I was going to build the wall. So I guess we're just integrating that with the wall now. And even though it's kind of hard to tell, the outside is bioferrite and the inside is limestone. Then over here, it is nice and ready to go. I'm also putting a fire foam popper over here, just in case. And I have removed a lot of our home zone from this outer wall because now we don't care. Whatever happens, it ain't our problem. And the wall is just about at completion, which means at long last, we are just about fully ready to go. Now, I'm gonna launch, let's see, as many of our blocks as we physically can. Oh my god, we can only do 100 at a time. I mean, apparently the Dryads will be quite happy if we ship it to them, so let's do that. Okay, so getting rid of these blocks is going to be a bit harder than I thought. That's great. That's wonderful. I wonder how many we could fit onto this. I don't know. Actually, if we... let's just... how many could we? 300? That's certainly a lot better. I think that might be how we do it. We load it up, we drive like 1 block away, completely drop everything, and then fly back. I mean, okay, technically we could also do that with a caravan. Actually, that's an interesting thought. We could just go to a random spot in a caravan, drop all of the bricks. Huh. That's interesting. Also, King of Noob has reached the biological age of 7. Which means we can now pick a passion. So, can't do construction yet. Oh, and also can't put one into... okay, well, let's just select a passion. Oh, we do it over here. Construction, please. Also, we get to pick a trait. Wow, these all suck. I guess abrasive is the least bad. Well, that's a bad first quirk. I mean, at least we don't lose certainty very often, right? By the way, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this, but I've installed a bit of an interesting mod. Now, you can see it did not affect our wealth at all, but I like having floors. But floors add an extreme amount of wealth. So, I installed a mod, possibly temporarily, that removes wealth from floors. Equally, it, I believe, reduces the beauty from floors because they're not worth anything, so they're not worth any beauty. So, it is kind of a cosmetic mod. It might still give a little bit of beauty. I don't know about that, but I don't know if I'm going to keep this. But I kind of like being able to put floors without having to worry about our wealth absolutely skyrocketing purely because I don't want our base to just be pure stone. That's also why I color-coded everybody's rooms, by the way. Because I was sort of seeing how it worked, and it works pretty good. But I don't know if I'm going to keep it. But I do also really like customizing our floors and everything, so I might keep it, but I wanted to let you guys know because none of our floors at the moment are actually worth anything. So, bit of a, this mod's a little bit cheatsy doodling, I'll be honest, little bit cheatsy doodling, but I don't know. Maybe we won't keep it. Maybe we will. Our efforts to keep our wealth down have been going well without it. But it does technically, well, not technically, it does flat out reduce our wealth by a handful. So, you know. Now, the good thing is our wealth has not dropped very much at all. We're still almost at 200k, even without floors actually contributing, so it's not a big change, but it is a change, and I wanted it to be known. So let me know, do you guys think that it is too much cheatsy doodling? Or is it a-okay? Because we're gonna amass a lot more wealth. Me getting rid of a ton of our bricks is certainly gonna help, but it's not gonna solve our issue anytime soon. Also, we had a bunch of random pigs join. That's pretty nice for food. Oh my god. 7,000 limestone bricks and 5,000 marble blocks. Yeah. So, we're gonna send just a little caravan. 0.3 days. But we're just gonna dump 500 bricks. Also, no more stone blocks for now. Just completely stop stone block production. We do not need any more. Let us be done with it. It is no longer important. We are far beyond needing that many bricks. So let us be rid of them immediately. Also, Crimson, if you would be so kind as to remove some of the roofing, just so it is said and done, because nobody else is worried about it. Alright, well, I guess we'll work on that when we can. Everybody trying to stock up on all the blocks. Oh my goodness, yeah. We desperately need to get rid of some of these blocks. We just have too many. Like, even though they're basically $1 a stack, look at how many stacks we have. Like, that is just, it might not be a whole lot of wealth in the grand scheme of things, but it is too much. Hey! And Silvermane is working on some Hemogen solidifiers, so we are going to be sitting at 20% every time we're done death resting. So, once we are where we're going, we will go ahead and just drop that and return home significantly faster. Okay, they've arrived, so... Items! Bye. Now, come back home. 0.2 days. So at the cost of, we'll call it a full day just because of having to get all the blocks, we can get rid of like 520 every visit outwards. That's pretty solid because we have too much. It's far too much. I'm also wondering if maybe we should do the void provocation. There's something which can be captured and studied. I'm a little bit nervous about what might show up, though. That's kind of the only thing. I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know. What I do know is we're currently working on Janissary gear, then pulse-charged munitions, then advanced fabrication, beam weapons, a gun link, bioregeneration wake-up, and all the drugs past that. Then as far as anomaly goes, yeah, we're, we haven't even upgraded our void thingy, and we're, like, almost full as far as research goes. It is, it's real good. But because everything we want to regular research is so expensive, we now have 2 steel high-tech workbenches, which are both operating at 114%. Overall, pretty solid. Well, looks like we have another opportunity. Also, a heat wave. Wonderful. Like we don't have enough of those to go around. So, this expires in 6 hours. I'm gonna wait just in case the heat wave goes away, because there is a good chance that, they crash land and immediately die. Well, maybe not immediately, but a slow, agonizing, and painful, blistering death. Okay. Alright. What the heck does this mean, by the way? Plus 10 opinion from every pawn of the Renodal Empire. Plus 10 opinion about every pawn of Renodal Empire. What the heck is a Renodal Empire? Sounds like a elf thing. Oh, in fact, it is the space elves. I mean, that does actually sound really nice, because that means more trading. Oh, you know, on second thought, I was gonna go for the goodwill. But you've given me exactly what I want. Hey look, a shuttle has crashed. Well, it's an eclipse, so tell you what, Crimson, go out. Puppeteer, go, 0. Yuya, Anna, and Silvermane. That should do fine. Suki, why are you not putting actual armor on? In fact, why are you putting on a really crappy synth-read jacket instead of an actual, like... I guess technically it's more armor to have the flak vest and this on? That's weird. I'm unsure why that is happening. Either way, we know an attack is about to happen, so all we can do is be ready and willing for whatever may come our way. Dude, the skull helmets actually look so good. I really like the skull helmets. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, it's real hot. And would you believe it? They are attacking. Yep. Alrighty. So 2 with bows, 2 with pilas, which I believe that they can throw. So Crimson, you're here. Yuya, back her up. Puppeteer, jump to the back line. Then Anna, shoot at this one. 0, come for the pila in the background. Silvermane, let's have you move up just a tad. Okay, Silvermane is now in range. We should be shooting. Ooh, 0, come for this one. Okay, and now let's also shoot right here, because we ideally don't want anybody to die. Puppeteer doing some insane damage straight away. This guy's running away. A-okay with me. Okay, they're fleeing. So, ideally, all is said and done, we should be good to go. We need to get inside, like, immediately, by the way. You. Your leg has been destroyed. Well, I'll tell you what, that makes you perfect. Puppet! Oh, why do you do this all the time? Why? Puppeteer, you're not to be trusted to coagulate people anymore. I feel like this has happened multiple times with Puppeteer. Anytime we let you coagulate, you immediately execute whoever you just healed. Is this some kind of thrill? Are you getting a thrill out of healing people and then immediately killing them? By the way, still scorching hot. There is, in fact, a chance that these people die before they're even able to get out of here. I don't want that to happen. But being realistic, there is a chance it happens. Rescue shuttle is here in 0.5 hours. If they can just survive long enough, then we can deal with this, and everything will be fine. Okay, rescue shuttle has arrived. Good, everybody get into it. Thank goodness. Okay, also they gave us more aperitif. Wonderful. We also got a bunch of just... yippee, everybody feels good about us, I guess. Well, hey, the space elves are a lot more receptive to trading now, so that's... something. Heat wave's still going, by the way. It's apparently been going for 3 days. So, you know. That's great. That's so good. I'm so glad. We really chose the worst possible place to have a colony with vampires in it, didn't we? Well, hey, on the plus side, our wall is said and done, so that's pretty cool. And I also put up a couple floodlights. That way we're actually able to see at night. Because, look, I don't mind brightening up the footage. But it would certainly be better if you guys could just naturally see. Plus, we're gonna need it later. Huh. Well, that certainly happened. So, hey, we have a new baby. Baby Trago. You know, I hate to be this way, but we could always use a second ghoul. And needless to say, that is another person. Also, Suki and Silvermane both got a side cast, which means we get to go for an upgrade, because none of those really fit Silvermane. And for Suki, Night Step. It makes it so that we can transfer anyone, anywhere, so long as darkness remains. So, as you're probably very quickly catching on, this is bad. This fire was the perfect event of everything going wrong. Me having straw flooring, everybody being asleep, so nobody was immediately jumping onto the fire, and me not planning ahead with any fire foam poppers inside of debatably one of our most important rooms. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this play out, because in the moment I wasn't saying anything. I was concentrating quite hard. But, yeah, this is bad. Wow. That's incredible that a zzzt event, when I have min-maxed power as much as physically possible, is causing this much damage to us. That's, yeah, that's great. Frickin' Ruby's eye has been burned out. I have never seen that effect before. Holy. Okay. Crimson, get to the hospital. Like, pronto. Puppeteer, let's also get you to the hospital just in case. This, yeah. Well, we were almost there. Oh, and Scrooge has gone berserk because Ruby died. Amazing. Who else is dying? I mean, the only way that we're gonna be able to actually deal with this heat is just by opening as many doors as physically possible. I think that's the only way we're actually gonna get through this. Crimson, go get the baby. Okay, now Crimson, evacuate. God dang, our entire base is just superheated. Ah, man. Okay. If we're gonna survive this, I think everybody needs to evacuate outside. Crimson, that means you as well. Okay. World's most dangerous zzzt event I think I've ever seen. I don't think a zzzt event has been nearly as bad as that one. Yeah, we just, we full-blown have to evacuate and just hope that the fire deals with itself. That is, pretty crazy. From one tiny event, we're literally flushed out of our entire base. I can say that is unexpected. Out of all the ways to flush us out of our base, didn't think it was going to be that. Also, 100% of our food was just burnt to a crisp. Multiple weapons were just burnt to a crisp. And Ruby died. Not to mention, multiple of us are in severe danger of dying. Wow. That's, yeah. Okay, well, momentarily, it looks like we're gonna have to retrofit the, these two beds. So, Bartos, rescue Chalky. Rescue... Oh, fine, whatever. Freaking carry Chalky. By the way, it is so bad. Like, I don't know what the deal is with not being able to pick people up. So much so, I installed a mod for the sole purpose of being able to just pick people up and actually carry them where we want them to go. That's how freaking bad it's been. The fire has almost fully burnt itself out. It is destroying a whole lot of stuff along its path. But, at least we don't have to worry about the fire anymore. Oh, and a disease for an infection. Oh. Oh, multiple. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I'm so glad. God dang. Talk about getting kicked while you're down. Oh my god. This wasn't even a raid. This was just, oh. Just the worst string of events the world has ever seen. Wow. Okay, well, I could say without a doubt, that is not how I was expecting our first base flush out to go. Other than Crimson, at least most of us survived, I guess. Now, we just have to rebuild everything, and hopefully the heat goes away at some point. God dang, man! We also need to make a grave for Ruby. Well, as sad as that is to have happen, here's the good news. It's never going to happen again. Because this time, I have a fire foam popper inside both of these mega enclosed rooms. And I'm also putting a fire foam popper over here in our greenhouse. So that won't happen again. Here's the big issue. Ruby died, and Ruby was also our biggest researcher, as well as our major domo. So now everybody's gonna be a little bit unhappy, and we can't change it until Crimson is up and awake. So that's great. I'm also putting concrete, because I don't think that burns, because I'm pretty sure half of the issue was the fact that I have straw matting as flooring. That probably didn't help. That was probably one of the biggest misplays ever. But we can rebuild it all. I have some stuff queued up to be rebuilt, so it'll be okay. And because Ruby died, I thought it only fitting that the baby Ruby made is now named Ruby Jr. I thought it was fitting. Her legacy lives on, considering she literally just had a baby and then immediately died, so... You know, some cruel poetry in there. Gave a life, and then gave her life. Unfortunate. But that's the RimWorld sometimes. It was also a very brutal lesson that we need ways to fight fire, which is why the fire foam poppers are gonna be a thing. Also, if we can figure out some way to get a cooler just to try and get our entire building as, like, equilibriumed as possible, that would be ideal. The issue is coolers inside of a mountain base, not the easiest to set up. Equally, fires in a mountain base, not the easiest to put out. Oh well, what you gonna do? It is unfortunately just one of those things. Well, Yuya, when you're done delivering steel, I want you to go do a little bit of selling as much as possible. Also, I'm setting up fire foam poppers in our storage room, because if that happens in our storage room, we are capital S screwed. So let's try and avoid that, shall we? Hi. Oh, of course you won't take any of our sculptures. Oh, that's just... that's so good. I'm so glad about that. Oh, you're so helpful. I'll take all your steel. And in return, you can have all of the stuff in here. Okay, 199 steel. Good enough for me. So, Here, I'm gonna try this. Oh, they don't care if we do that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna get rid of all of this because we don't need it. It is inflating our wealth way more than it should. Ah, perfect. Wait, what? We could get rid of the passenger shuttle? Why? Why is that even an option? I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Well, 199 steel and 1 piece of silver. What is our wealth at now that Ruby died, by the way? That combined with getting rid of a bunch of blocks and selling off a bunch of our unused stuff, and the fact that we had 2 masterwork weapons burn, we've gone down 9k wealth. By the way, one of the weapons that burned up was Silvermane's freaking LMG. So that's very upsetting. Who else lost their weapons? Because a couple people did. Chalky lost his sword. We kept our club. Okay, it could have been worse. Oh, Suki lost her freaking masterwork sword! Oh, that's that sword that was on the ground! Oh. Oh. Well. They call it learning the hard way for a reason. Oh, alright. Couple mental breaks aside, we have recovered. People are actually starting to heal up, and moods are starting to come back. So here's what I'm thinking of doing. Let's go for a pleasure pulse. Crimson, you're up. Bartos, puppeteer. Who is not injured? Anna. You know what? King and Noob, why not? And Acacia. Man, 47%, huh? And Suki. 50%. Alright, that's about as good as we're gonna get. With only 1 void sculpture. So, let's see how this goes, shall we? Ideally, this is gonna give everyone a very positive mood increase. But there is a small chance that Crimson goes into a temporary coma. We'll hope that that's not the case.
Now, let us bring forth the darkness of this world. Let it swirl, twist, and convert into pleasure for the mind.
Pleasure pulse complete. Everyone impacted by the pleasure pulse will be happier, but will work slower. Honestly, that's fine with me. Pleasure pulse plus 18. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's gonna help us out a lot. Granted, we are gonna work slower, but whatever. I will take the mood increase for the moment, because everyone is still very, very sad that Ruby died. Me included. I could use a pleasure pulse right about now. But at least we have Ruby Jr., right? Also, because Ruby was our main researcher and was also one of our cooks, I had to adjust everybody's things that they will and won't do. So, yeah. You know? This is what it is now. It is a little not as good as it used to be, but whatever. It'll be fine.
Whatever. So be it.
Also, you guys want to see something crazy? So, recon armor, right? Pretty expensive. Pretty good. Or no, I'm saying... Marine armor is 4 advanced components, 100 plasteel, and 20 uranium for 106, 45, 54, right? The Janissary Curious is 2 advanced components, 45 plasteel for 92%, 40%, and 46%. Honestly, for like 50 less plasteel 2 less advanced components and 20 less uranium, I'm gonna be making the Janissary stuff, please and thank you. It is cheaper. Also, it's intended to be worn over clothing and under armor without affecting mobility. Oh! Nice. Now, it does only protect the main stuff, so torso, neck, shoulders. Honestly, we're probably gonna start having bionic limbs eventually, so I'm a-okay with this. And if we have Devil Strand gear on, guess what? We're gonna be just fine. It does mean that our arms are a little bit, you know, a little bit, you know, in danger, but it is what it is. So, yeah. Now that Crimson and Puppeteer are done death resting, I'm just waiting for everything to actually be crafted in our base, and then we're gonna be good to go. Another thing that I did in preparation, this was before Ruby died, is Master Melee wants to become a ghoul. I'm a-okay with that. So what I did is I made a bunch of ghoul enhancements. I don't know if they're all done yet, but oh, they are. So, ghoul plating. It goes on the body and makes it so that we take half damage, but we move extremely slow. A-okay with me. That's fine. The ghouls are basically walking tanks anyway. For half damage taken, yes sir. Then, the Ghoul Labor Cortex. That makes it, so at the cost of 10% consciousness, so we're, you know, a little slower again, we can have our ghoul, Master Melee, actually do very, very small tasks, such as hauling. That is a massive buff. It does have to go into the brain, and it does reduce consciousness by 10%. I don't know how much that actually matters, but still, that makes it so that Melee can do a little bit more than just pure fighting. Very good. And the Adrenal Heart. This makes it so we get a little bit more hungry, but when it comes down to it, we can basically use the Adrenal Heart, get super mad, and Melee gets a massive attack speed and movement speed bonus. Also, we can offset this relatively easily by having a nuclear stomach, which Melee won't care about because it's a ghoul. Pain is whatever. It's completely arbitrary. So therefore, nuclear stomach, which makes us have like 25% hunger. Oh no, we get hungry at 40% the normal rate. Oh no. So it's, you know, it's good. But here's the deal. We also need to get something into our base so that we can make use out of it. The thing is, other than RNG, I don't know how to summon a certain pillar that we can make use out of. We already wasted the clone pillar, which I'm very mad about. We've already seen the backrooms pillar. There's only one more to go. But it is RNG until it shows up. So until it shows up, Melee is just gonna hang out as a normal guy. However, that's fine, because it means that Melee can actually help us out while we're still trying to get ready. Also, we do have pieces of recon armor, which is still really good. 92% sharp, 40% blunt. It does also cover significantly more. Let me see. Yeah, it covers everything. So debatably, it's more worth building recon. But man, it's so expensive. 80 plasteel, 3 advanced components, 10 uranium. That's expensive. The Janissary, I think, is going to be fantastic when we actually have bionic limbs. But we do have a couple pieces of recon, so it's something. When we get attacked again, ideally, we can actually fight them off. But I guess we'll see. Also, I'm putting a fire foam popper in this room because this is going to have a ton of chem fuel stuff in it, so let's plan ahead. It only has to happen once in a colony to just completely and utterly be paranoid. Also, I am going to have Crimson build all this once again because all of our stuff is broken. Let's see. And then build that. Okay. We also need someone to go on sweeping duty. Let me see. Yuya, what are you up to? You're sewing? You know what? Clean the rec room. Anna, you're making food. Okay. You get a pass. Acacia, come clean the dining room. Bartos, clean the quote-quote bedroom. Let's see. Puppeteer. Actually, you won't. Never mind. Never mind. Puppeteer literally can't. Zero, what are you up to? You're eating? When you're done eating, can you come clean up this room, pretty please? I would really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. I know it's not the most fulfilling of tasks, but it has to be done. We cannot live in filth forever. Also, let's, negative 24, negative 24. Okay, perfect. Yeah. And concrete, perfect. Acacia has collapsed due to extreme exhaustion. Really? You were cleaning for not even 5 seconds. Oh, whatever. Crimson is the first on building all the fire phone poppers. She's like, you know what, guys? We cannot afford to have this happen again. I'll deal with it myself if I have to, but we will not deal with fire again. Fair enough. Also, I did install a couple more lights around the base, so now we can actually see a teeny tiny bit more during the nighttime. So, you know, every bit of light counts, and we're gonna need it at some point. Let's see, Puppeteer. God dang! Working so fast on that Janissary set. My goodness. I'm scared to do this. What is our wealth at? 177? That's so high. I'm so gonna regret it if we do that. Hey, inspired recruitment. That's interesting. Raider lair, huh? 6 of the personal guards. Oh. He will send a shuttle. He wants you to provide 11 soldiers? There are 3 people that would stick around in the base. Are you for real? I mean, it is, like, debatably easy value, because he's gonna send 6 personal guards. We should probably do that, right? I mean, we just recovered, man. But he'll pick us up. Fine. Fine. Holy crap. Are you for real? Look at the... Okay, well, I can't look at it right now. Alright, well, you know what? Just send, like, everybody, I guess. Young traveler needs resources. What does he want? 70 herbal medicine for a child? Yeah, we have more than enough. Go ahead. Hello, everybody. Oh my god. That is ridiculous. Well. Dun 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 dun. I had to change. I'll probably get copyrighted just for that.
All right, fellas. Let's not let these deserters get anywhere without our say-so, huh? All right, fellas, move up. Let's make the magic happen. Open fire!
This guy's so dead. Oh my god! That is insane. What does this guy have? Charge Thumper? Modified charge shot assault shotgun that incorporates mechanoid tech. Oh, very cool. I mean, I'm just A-okay with these guys dying, so I'm just not even gonna, you know? Well, you three take up position right here so you can shoot that guy. He didn't mind if he dies, and they all have death acidifiers, so it's not like we're getting their stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. That is not a, Oh, not bio-coded, huh? Me oh my, how interesting. Alright, you two move up. I'll tell you what, though. They absolutely lose their effectiveness when I'm just kind of sending them in to die. Who would have guessed? I know, shocking, right? I don't want to bring our actual colonists anywhere near this. I'd actually have to, though. Man, this kind of shows how important placement is, huh? This is actually like a really, really good example of how good placement can make or break an entire fight. That's actually... How interesting, right? Very interesting. Where's this happening? Oh my god. Right now? Really? Ugh. Fine. Acacia, you're solo on this, so you might go into a psychic, Wait, how does this... Okay, Acacia, do what you gotta do, because we're kind of busy right now. Well, that's the downside of needing to bring, like, everybody to this. Alright, let's bring our people over just so we can loot when the time comes. Okay, we are being shot at immediately. Okay, we don't really care if they need rescuing. So, we got multiple of their guns. That's pretty much it, right? Like, all we need to do is take out this one guy and then it's over. Alright, now, would you kindly both just shoot at this guy? Nice! Okay, time to go. Let's unready up everyone. Let's see, what is not bolted to the ground? Crimson gained a new title. Oh, it just automatically leveled her up, huh? I wasn't actually ready for that. Okay. Well, I guess what are we gonna do? Alright, so, set to load all of our people and the simple meals, fine meals, packet survival meals, and also these little guns on the ground. Acacia, how you doing? So far, it seems like you are gonna win this race, but,
We do what we must. If they want to summon flesh beasts, we will summon it first. They cannot outspeed those who know the void. Flesh beasts are emerging from the ground.
Well, we're gonna have to deal with this ourselves, but you know what? As long as we interrupt their ritual, nothing else matters.
Get 'em, boys!
Perish to the flesh. You cannot outpace us. Yes, you shall be destroyed. You may damage the flesh, but the flesh damages you.
Well, we're gonna have to deal with flesh beasts anyway, but at least we don't have to deal with enemies. And some of the flesh beasts are already dying. Plus, we just so happen to have 2 open containment slots. You know? That's, that right there is a good time. Maybe. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, they sent us more puke juice. Wonderful. Chucky, where you at? You want to do something with Crimson? It's called a blood link. I'm sure you won't mind. Alright, so Chucky is now linked to Crimson in a show of absolute honor, worship, however you want to say it. Chucky has devoted his very life force blood to defend our queen, princess, ruler? Whatever. Either way, Crimson and Chucky are linked. It's pretty good. So, yeah, we need to go deal with these flesh beasts now. So, here's what we're gonna do. Puppeteer. Crimson. Anna. Everyone else is super tired, so it seems like we're just doing this melee style. So, by the way, it mentioned that her title went up. Oh, no, it's still a knight. It's still a knight. Okay, so it said her title went up, but it didn't actually. Okay, good. That is, that's actually preferable. So this tough spike is gonna die somewhat soon. So, in a perfect world, we kind of just wait them out. Like, if we just sit over here and bring Anna to snipe, honestly, we should just be fine. We do have to fill this hole, though. That is, we kind of have to do that. But I will say, though, wow. Summoning flesh beasts on top of enemies actually has, like, some insane potential. I'm so glad that I decided to try it out. Okay, well, they're coming after Crimson. That's fine. Crimson, get him. Puppeteer, get him. Anna, you stay right there. Donk, donk. Dude, back to back. The 2 Sanguiphages. You love to see it. Alright. Now, let us go claim our prize. This guy should basically be about to drop. Nice shot, Anna. Okay. Now, Anna, don't shoot at this tough spike. We want to capture it if possible. Crimson, capture this tri-spike. Actually, it's about to die. You know what? This is risky. Let's go heal the tri-spike, and then Puppeteer. I know how you feel about healing stuff. But if you... Dang it, you killed it in 1 hit. Alright, fine. That's fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, it could have dropped the shard, right? It could have dropped the shard. Coagulate, move away. Wah! Crimson! I literally queued up a move. Why did you attack? Why? Well, so much for containing him. Puppeteer, can you come back? Dealt with. Crimson, fill in this burrow.
Well, oh well.
None of them dropped a shard. That's the worst part. Not only did we not get anybody, they also didn't drop a shard. That's just upsetting. Look change desired for Ruby Jr. You are a baby. You don't even know what appearances are yet. We don't have that tech print. Oh. You know what? It's time for the aperitif to actually go to use. We want skin hardening if we can get away with it. Issue, it's a little easier said than done to do that. Well, if we want skin hardening, we're gonna have to make the difficult choice of selling 3 of our reinforced barrels. But I think it's gonna be worth it, because skin hardening is such a massive deal. So, we get 200 silver and skin hardening. But, you know, a little bit on the painful side. Can we even make a mortar yet? No, we haven't done the research. Well, yeah, right. Anther rabbit. Oh, you're only a kid, too. Alright, well. Apparently, we're filled with joy. We cannot let children die, now can we? We have 3 kids in the colony. Also, puppeteer. I'm just saying, okay, hear me out. I actually kind of like these colors. The white and green, because of the anima fabric and the what's it called? Janissary. Honestly, it kind of looks pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with how it looks. So I have it set for our melee people to wear flak pants. That way our legs are as protected as possible. And then for the shirt, it's, you know, kind of just whatever. Apparently we can also wear, like, a sash or even a flak vest, which is really interesting. I'll have to cue something. Oh, also a formal vest. That is, that's also an option. Huh. Very interesting. So, apparently we can wear sashes as well, so I might actually want to queue a couple up. The formal vest could be interesting. Also, the war tribal wear could also be interesting. I don't know. It's a whole lot of steel, though, and as usual, we're almost out of steel again. It never ends. It is truly a never-ending thing. I am going to make this deep drill with some of our last remaining steel, though. That way we can actually produce our own. Well, I tell you what. Yeah, so, after the burn incident, combined with losing one of our main researchers and food makers, let me tell ya, we're very far behind as far as food goes. Luckily, rice does grow fairly fast, so I have adjusted everyone's schedule again because, wow, we need more people actually harvesting. So this is the current schedules. Then, once again, all the psychoid has been converted into rice. Then, ooh, we actually have this done. Hang on a minute. Donk. Okay. Then, we are just doing everything we possibly can. We have chocolate trees, right? Cocoa trees, ready to go again. I also replanted some teak trees just because we are using a bit of wood. Having a little bit of automation would not be a bad thing. I've harvested basically all the berries in the immediate area. All of our corn is ready to go. And then I've removed this growing zone so we don't have to go quite as far for all of our Devil Strand. At the very least, not right now. So I've tried to lighten the load as much as possible. We'll see how it goes. And I did also remove this entire zone since we're no longer using it for our animals. And another thing is, Acacia is currently quite unhappy about this. I cut down this anima tree because with the amount of stuff near it, it just wasn't able to produce anything. So it's almost done. In 2 days, we can reconnect to a tree. And we have 2 anima trees set over here. King of Noob is going to get 1. Acacia is going to get the other. One is going to be set to Galbrick. The other is going to be set to berries. And ideally, that's going to be enough to keep us somewhat afloat. Then, with our reclaimed biopacks, we have expanded this little growing zone a tad. It's not perfect. It is very, very slow, but you know what? It's something. Eventually, this whole thing will become fertile land as well, and we'll have some food there. So, yeah, I would argue we're not doing great in terms of food. Equally, I would argue it's not the worst, but that's okay. I'm thinking that we need to plant corn. We need a lot more corn. So, you know what I'm gonna do? Genuinely? Boom. So, the entire outermost ring of the arcane tree is now going to be corn. Since corn does take a very long time to grow, even if we change back to Psychoid in the innermost ring of the arcane tree, guess what? We're always going to have corn up and growing. Because corn gives a whole lot of food, it just takes a whole lot of time. So hopefully that is a bit more of a long-term solution. I don't want to make this entire thing corn, though. I feel like that's a bit of a mistake, but having the outer ring be corn, I feel like is absolutely the play. Long-term, I think it's going to provide us so much reliable food that hopefully, even if another fire event happens, we should be fine. I am going to leave the rice growing for the moment, though, because yeah, we need as much stockpile food as possible. You can see, people would rather eat it raw than cook right now. I don't know why. Oh, it's because Anna's asleep, actually. Anna is now our main cook. Zero will also cook, but it's, you know, it's kind of uncommon. Anna, what you doing? Doing recreation stuff to start the day. Okay. Well, as long as nobody actually starves to death, I suppose that's fine. Okay. Ruby Jr. is crying. Okay, let's get a little bit of baby food made, yeah? Okay, Chalky is cooking as well. Alright, baby food made. Let's go ahead and feed Ruby Jr., pretty please. You know what? King of Noob. Oh, Chalky's already on it. Alright. Yeah. Everyone immediately running over to eat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're real hungry. At least Ruby Jr.'s doing pretty okay. Little sleepy. But at least we actually have food now. Oh, man, I'll tell you, this has been brutal. This has been very, very brutal. Upkeeping the amount of food has not been easy. That fire certainly did not help. But hopefully, with 2 things of rice, multiple bits of corn, some potatoes, we should start catching up now. And we also have the berries, which might help as well. And we have 1 awakened berry maker dryad, but I don't really know how much he's helping solo.
Ah,
It appears as though someone is here to make a deal. Well, let's see what their deal is, and then we'll go from there. Hartley. Beautiful, misogynist, I don't know if that'll work too well in this colony. Perfect memory, industrious. Wow. Holy crap, I just noticed your stats! What the? Holy! Holy crap, bro. What are those stats? Yes. And he works 35% faster, and he's good at everything. Hello? Well, let's see what he wants first, and then we'll see what we're gonna give him. Crimson, go speak to this creature that represents a human. Well, I guess dirt mold, but still. His face beams with confidence as he opens his hand in a gesture of fellowship. He says he is here to make a deal. He's skilled in everything to an unnatural degree. Regardless of the subject, he has mastered it. In addition, his work ethic is remarkable. He appears to be the perfect worker. He may be very useful, but there's something he's not telling you. Look, No, we actually kind of need his help, though. So, here's what I'm going to do, buddy. Pal, I'm setting you to untrusted. You know what that means, don't you? That means that you are not allowed to carry weaponry of any kind. Also, surgical inspection immediately. You are welcome here, but not as an equal, but more as a hired aid. Oh, is no one's coming to work on that? Oh, Crimson's coming to work on it. All right, fair enough. Oh, Crimson. You don't bring anyone else along with you now, do you? No anomalies. Okay. Well, he doesn't have a metal horror, so that's reassuring. So if anything's wrong with him, it's not that. Still might turn hostile. But so, what's your deal, anyway, other than being a misogynist? You're just, like, really good at everything, and that's it? Okay. Okay, well, we'll let you help for a time. But just know we have our collective eye on you. You're welcome here for a time. Let it be known that if we weren't in such a precarious situation, you would have been locked away and studied forever. But because we're in a bit of a tricky situation, I suppose we'll allow you to help. Puppeteer is low on the old hemogen, so let's go for a blood feed as well as a Nyam. It won't die, so that's fine with me. Okay, and then nyam. Okay, so we're up to 55, good enough for me. Got a duel going on, Yuya and Suki. I called it off early because Suki got hungry. Also, I put a table right here. I'm really glad that I did, because, yeah. Hey, Hartley, you don't need that gun. You also don't need those 11 fine meals. Don't worry, we'll take very good care of them for you. Well, alright. Stick around then, I guess, but I don't know if he's gonna be a permanent addition or not. Oh, of course it's inside a mountain. Dude, all this open air. And we found the one that's inside a mountain. Alright. Can we reach it? Kinda. Okay, here's the deal. We go boom, boom. Boom, boom. We bring our deep drill over. And we bring the vanometric power cell over. The small one, though. Actually, is that enough? Power needed 200 and it produces 450. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Who would have guessed that a reward we got so early into this run would be so good later? Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of obvious in hindsight, but we're just not going to talk about that. Well, you know what? It's raining and nighttime. What better time to attune
than in the dead of night?
Now, let us unlock deeper, darker, more valuable truths of this world.
Attuning the monolith caused it to twist and grow once more. As it did, Crimson caught a glimpse of what lurks beyond. She understood. The monolith is a doorway, opened wider by your actions. On the other side, Crimson knows there is an inhuman intelligence. Ah, how useful for us. So, technically, Crimson has already been inside this monolith, as far as the Sally playthrough is concerned. Also, we have a gray Paul from activating that, but this does now mean that bigger and badder things can show up. Ideally, we get a shard at some point, and then we get to mass melee pillar to try and get a little bit of extra value. Let's go ahead and use convert on Burton one more time. Do you get converted? Yes, you do! Dang, from 25% to 0. Nice job, Chalky. You're getting really good at this conversion thing. And now we wait. Yet darker things are attracted to us because of our silliness. I don't know, what's the exact word? Not malice. Confidence? Overconfidence? Ego? We're prying too deep. Oh, bolt goods trader. Never mind. We can't dig deep enough. Let me at him. What you got? I will freaking take it. Just give it all to me. Every last bit of loot that you got. Pretty please. Another Harbinger tree, really. This whole forest is just going to become Harbinger trees. Which, to be fair, we're going to get rid of this corpse stockpile zone as soon as we're able to ghoulify Master Melee. So, there is that. Alright, what you got? Components, one advanced component, bit of medicine, lot of steel, some plasteel. Okay, we're in business. We are in business. What can I do for you? You can have this pigskin. I'm gonna keep the ambrosia, because we might need it. Honestly, you want some jade? I'm gonna regret that, aren't I? We're gonna need the jade later. Fine, let's hold on to the jade. This obsidian, it's so hard to get obsidian. Like, yeah, we can buy it, but it's $5 a pop. Maybe we should just hold on to it then, just for that reason, huh? We could sell you some wood. Oh, wow. Okay, for 744 Devil Strand, you will actually give us a ton of silver. I will take all of your gold. And what is it gonna take for me to get all of your plasteel and, steel? 3,000, huh? That is a majority of our Devil Strand. Tell you what. I'll make you a counter offer. How about this? I will offer you 2,053 and 1,000 anima fabric.
Do we have a deal?
You know what? I'm also really tempted to buy this obsidian because obsidian sharp weapons are apparently like the best that you can get. I think that, I don't know this for sure, but I think obsidian sharp, uranium blunt. So technically we could use the obsidian, but we can also min-max this a little bit. So if we do 6, then we need 40, then we need 80. So that's 126. Oh, that's still really good. That's still really solid. And that allows us to make 3 sharp weapons, because I believe they need 80 each. Deal. And we get a ton of reputation for that. Oh my goodness. Woo! Oh, also, Crimson. Hey, Crimson, could you do a silver drop, pretty please? Do I have to bring you outside for that? Alright. Okay, Crimson, come on. Come on over! Okay, now we call aid. Silver, right here. Puppeteer, you can't do this yet, right? No, you have to go up 1 or 2 more. Okay. Well, either way, we just got 500 more silver on top of everything else that we got, so it's been a pretty good day! Oh boy. Mysterious cargo. For a Silink neuroformer? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, you've caught my attention. What could it be, right? I can think of 2 things. Both are not good. Both are actually, like, really bad. Alright. Alright. I'll tell you what. We'll accept it. Because a Silink neuroformer is actually a pretty big deal. Is there anything I want to do in preparation for this incoming gift? I don't know. No, not really. Alright. I accept your gift. It is... Oh, no. Crimson, capture it.
We're getting risky.
Oh, this is such a bad idea. I should not hold on to this thing. Oh, this is such a bad idea. I should not hold on to this thing. Oh my god. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the spine in this room. Alright, here we go. Here we go. It's spine time. Also, I do want to show off our current weapons. So, for example, Anna is currently using the... Wait. There we go. Slightly better camera angle. The Charge Lance with a bullet pendant, which is a little bit more accuracy. The Cloth Battle Banner. That way we take just a tiny bit less damage. And a ranged combat shield. So, this is part of the mod that adds, like, more accessories and whatnot. Basically, it's a slightly crappier shield, but you can use guns with it. So therefore, it's pretty good. Doesn't do anything against melee, though. Anna also has on the heavy bandolier, so little bit faster fire rate. Overall, pretty good. Suki! Currently using an obsidian rapier with the Cloth Battle Banner. So basically we can deal with a little bit more pain. Regular shield belt, much better. And as far as gear goes, a recon helmet with a black vest, flak pants, and a regular shirt and duster. Overall, pretty good. Thank you for the showcase, Suki. Now, Mr. Silvermane, who we caught in the middle of a nightmare, I presume. has a beam repeater with a bullet pendant for more accuracy, another ranged shield belt, recon helmet, recon suit, and a regular shirt and pants. Although, L-Tech shirt because of the psi focus. We could also have a heavy bandolier, but because we have the recon armor on, he can't actually wear it right now, so very sad, but it is what it is. Zero, who we also caught in the middle of sleeping, with currently a steel glaive, which will be made into an obsidian glaive, another battle banner, another shield belt. Now, Zero is using the Janissary helmet. Overall, pretty solid. Recon armor and a regular shirt and pants. Mr. Puppeteer, who's currently hard at work crafting, show us what you got. Puppeteer currently has a Janissary helmet, Janissary Curious, shirt and pants with a Devil Strand sash just for a little bit of extra dosh. Steel Warhammer, which will be turned into uranium once it degrades enough, shield belt, and a cloth banner, much for the same reason. Yuya! Currently using a bioferrite spear. I don't know if bioferrite's actually good for melee weapons or not. I thought I'd give it a try. It seemed interesting for a spear. With the battle banner, shield belt, and a recon full set with shirt and pants underneath. Then melee currently doesn't have anything, but will be equipped with ghoulish stuff. Oh yeah, also Crimson, who is another fighter, let's not forget, currently has on an L-Tech sword, a battle banner. She will get some more accessories, but for the moment we're using a flak vest because it goes over top our dress. Flak pants because it defends our legs, the Devil Strand Una underwear because it goes underneath the dress quite easily, and a Devil Strand Gothic dress. Overall, Crimson's resistances are not crazy, but they're good enough for me. Alright, Crimson, go get that spine. Like, pronto. Where'd it go? There it is. It's really hard to see during the dark. And we get our Psylink Neuroformer. Okay, so, yeah, this is about to get rough. Revenant has been reformed. Zero, how close are you? Oh, Zero's still a way out. Crimson, move the Metal Horror over. Okay, now move the Revenant into this room, because this room is a lot more defended. And there we go. It begins. So, the Revenant. Which, by the way, I'm going to show you what the waifu of the Revenant looks like, because I think that's actually what I'll do. Whenever we see something new, I'll show you guys what the waifu variant of it is. That way, it's not in the series, but let's say potentially you have the cognition filter on, you still know what it looks like. So, boom! There she is, as intimidating as ever. But for the Revenant, yeah, very, very dangerous from memory. However, it is currently providing 200 power and 4 bioferrite a day. That's not too bad. It also has to go through a security door and a bioferrite door in order to get anywhere actually remotely dangerous. So in theory, this guy should not be going anywhere. We'll see about that. Escape interval is 4.5 years, so it actually has a very high escape chance, which is, yeah, a little bit concerning, but we'll just hope that it goes well. We do also get the Revenant Invisibility and the Brain Wipe research, so let's take a look at that. Revenant Invisibility, we need a spine for that, which, to be fair, might be able to kill him. And we can also unlock the Brain Wipe, which erases everyone's memories. So if there's someone who cannot be converted, guess what? Now they can. Are you... what? Well, that sucks. Hey, more pigs joined. You guys might have chosen a bad time.
A pit gate has opened.
The shifting terrain has fallen into the depths below, forming a massive hole. This pit gate will remain open until you collapse its entrance. Explore the pit gate to find a way to collapse it from underneath, and to find useful items in the undercave. Right. That's great. Yeah, and also there's gonna be flesh beasts that are gonna be popping out from it. Oh, and they're actually coming to attack us.
Well,
Good thing I just showed off everything we had, because it looks like we got some fighting to do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to see how the wall works. Granted, they are all already going towards this opening rather than this wall, so that's already a plus. Let's see, Zero's in position, Suki, Silvermane, everyone is on the way. Now let us see if they arrive in time, because these guys are actually stupid fast. There's also a lot of them, which is a little concerning. Suki almost here. I don't know if our gunners are going to be here quite in time. Crimson is also on the way, but she is very much in the back. We could call for aid. I don't know if we really need to. I don't know, though. Maybe we do. Okay, Mr. Puppeteer, I know you're a little bit low on the old hemogen right now, but let's have you just jump into position so you're ready to go. Okay, Silvermane is almost in position. Anna's coming up here. That's good. Yuya's on the way. Okay, here we go. All three of you jump this guy. Okay, now, as a group, come for this one. Okay, Puppeteer, you're on this one. Suki, this one. Zero, this one. Okay, Yuya, come defend Silvermane, because he is in a little bit of trouble here. In fact, we kind of all are. Okay, Charge Laser, this one in the back. Yuya, keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to have you come over towards the one in the back, just so we know you can move a little bit closer. Okay, and Crimson is still on the way. Okay, you three, do what you're gonna do. I believe in you. Ooh, there is a lot of splitting going on, though. Okay. Yuya, let's just have you keep coming over. Oh, Anna can no longer see. Okay, let's have you move to side. Okay, Anna's now shooting again. Excellent. Okay, Yuya, do what you're gonna do. Crimson, come after this one that's right next to you. Okay. Oi, where are you going?
I don't think so.
Blood Shard. Okay, Chalky is taking some of this damage in place of Crimson, so that's really good. Yuya, just keep attacking. Keep doing your thing. Okay. Which ones are still alive? Oh, you freaking... Oh my god, he's going for a Vanometric Power Cell. You have no idea how much anger you've just... Why I oughta...
Oh, you are so lucky that I decided to let you live.
Okay, we're all okay for the moment. So, here's what we're gonna do. Puppeteer, coagulate here. Zero, you're still doing okay. We're not out of this fight yet. Okay, Alia, we keep going. We are not done here. Anna, join him. Puppeteer, I want you to take a bite out of... Zero. Come here. Come on over. Well, that's what I get for using the Vanometric power cell upwards. Yeah, and that was it getting destroyed, I'm fairly sure. Alright, we gotta push outwards, but... That's okay. This finger spike, how close is it to dying? It's not. Okay. Good. Oh, now he's... Oh. Really? Our fire foam popper? That's what you go after? Okay. Okay, Anna sees the tough spike. Okay. All four of you, jump him. Okay, good job. Now, keep moving up. They wanna get nasty? We can get nasty. He literally just went for my power cell and nothing else. You absolute turkey. And that one just took one swing. It's like, yeah. Anna, back up. Okay. Crimson left, Puppeteer right. Oh, did we? That was the nastiest. Oh my god, Anna. That was a terrible misfire. Oh my god. Okay, Puppeteer, Quag. Oh. What the heck is a left radius? I don't know what a left radius is, but apparently Crimson is missing it. So, Well, Anna looks apologetic about it at least, so there is that. Okie dokie, everybody, to the pit. Okay, let's just take a peek inside, see how bad it is, and we can always dip out if need be. How we doing? Suki, you are bleeding a tad. You're bleeding a tad, and you're okay. Zero's okay as well. Excellent.
The Flesh Beast Lair.
In the depths of the pit gate, you have discovered a massive cavern system infested with flesh beasts. The cavern system is clogged with masses of living flesh that block your progress. Attack the flesh mass to destroy it. The entire cavern system seems unstable. If you find what lies behind the flesh mass, you may be able to collapse the tunnels and close the pit gate. Oh boy. Alright, so it's a big one. Okay, everyone is here, so let's start attacking the flesh sack immediately. Orbital Mech Cluster Targeter. What? It signals an orbital platform to drop a mechanoid combat cluster at the targeted point. The cluster may include any mixture of mechanoids and mech defense structures. They once had some allegiance to the ancient army that created this unit. Any mechs dropped now will indiscriminately attack any human they see, including the ones that summon them. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Anna, shoot at this one. Suki, you're up here. Puppeteer, right here. Yuya, keep going. Crimson, stand guard with 0. Okay. As long as we can make a little bit of sizable progress, I'm okay with dipping in and out. We might get attacked again. It just kind of is what it is. Okay. Puppeteer, you are in slight danger, but truthfully, I'm not too worried about your health. Donk. Donk. Okay, good job. Silvermane, pretty please keep capturing. Oh, I see. He dropped it because he wanted to go down below. Okay, I understand. Alrighty, keep chopping away. Oh, there's something glowing right here. Woo! Okay, a lot of baddies over this way. Puppeteer, let's have you back up. Crimson, back up as well. Okay. All of you guys. Really? Okay, everybody group up right back over here, because we might be leaving here in a second. Anna, reveal whatever's behind this wall. Ideally without shooting anyone. In fact, Zero, Puppeteer, make way. Oh, well. Found it. The Dread Meld. You've discovered a flesh beast Dread Meld. Meld. Why do I keep saying it like that? This mammoth creature seems to be made up of dozens of smaller flesh beasts. It appears to have some psychic connection to the flesh mass that supports his cavern. Killing it may destabilize the entire cavern system.
How wonderful.
By the way, this little finger spike, how much is it actually giving us as far as, like, goodies go? It is giving us... I don't know, but it is giving us something. Alright. Melee fighters, take up position. Okay, here it comes. Major break on Silvermane, that's fine. Do your thing. Do what you gotta do.
The beast comes.
New research is available. Provoke pit gate. Ooh, you know, I get right on that. Would assassinate work? Really? Links a caster shadow, allowing them to skip back and forth multiple times in melee. Interesting. I wonder if we can assassinate. Actually, Puppeteer, can you do a heart crush on this thing? You can? Oh, I gotta see it. I have to see the heart crush. I don't know if that worked or not. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, we're in a little bit of trouble. That's okay. Let's... Blood Flame probably wouldn't do us a whole lot of good right now. Hang on. You know what? Why not? Let's go for a Bloodstream. So now, our blood loss is slowed. Theirs is heightened. Holy crap, neural heat overload, basically. Drain the target's blood to reduce the... Okay, this will help out, Oh, it'll drain Chalky's blood, I see. Okay. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And... now. I'm really worried to take this thing on in melee combat. I'm gonna be honest. I'm scared. Drop a decoy behind Suki. Okay, Suki, let's hope that that decoy actually helps. Now, go for assassinate. I mean, that certainly seemed to do something good. Okay, Zero, you're on this one. Yuya, right here. Puppeteer, keep doing what you're doing. Crimson, keep defending. Anna, keep shooting. Okay, Suki, you're on the Dread Meld as well. Okay, the Undercave. Ooh, 3 shards! Oh my goodness. Okay, Zero needs some help. Start shooting at this one. Puppeteer, keep doing what you're doing. Just keep fighting. A bulb freak? Dude, are you for real? Oh, that's so many enemies. You know what? Oh no, Suki can't do it because we Hang on. No, we can't do shadow focus either. Dang it. If we dip out now... No, we're still fighting, so we won't. Dang it. That was a worthwhile idea, I suppose. Okay. Combat command. Everybody is now doing more melee damage. Let's... Okay, stabilize 0, use the ranged one. Then you two just keep fighting. Anna is currently in melee combat. Suki, run back to help her. Okay, 0's now good to go. Man, that's so many enemies. Okay, just keep fighting your way. Anna can't really back up. She kind of has to hold the line here. Okay, Anna, leave. Good. Anna got out of there. Excellent, because Anna was in a very bad spot. Man, I don't even know if she's gonna make it. Anna, you got any first aid on you? Hang on. Let's activate self-tend. Okay, start tending. Now, as for this. Okay, we could start backing up and out of here. Let's start moving. Okay. Everyone, start escaping. Ooh. Puppeteer, I know it's risky. Can you pick up these shards, please? Okay, 0. Pick up this mech cluster. Okay, we're out of here. We're leaving Bioferrite. Whatever, so be it. Woo! Oh my goodness! Puppeteer! Take a bite out of Yuya. Okay, now coagulate Anna. Who else is dying? Honestly, no one. Okay, well. Yeah, so our fighting prowess is... Silvermane, don't you do it. Don't do it. Okay. Silvermane, I know you want to deal with everything that's down below, but it's not worth it. Take my word for it. It ain't worth it.
It's not time to be the hero.
I'll tell you what, though. Psycasting was hard carrying us through that, because that was a dangerous fight. Honestly, part of our issue, we have too many melee fighters and not enough ranged fighters. Also, the fact that Anna shot Crimson at the very start of the fight, not the most helpful. Although, Chalky did deal with the bleeding, because all the bleeding goes to Chalky instead. We can't forget that. So everyone say thank you, Chalky. Excuse me? Serene High Inquisitor died. What? Also, metal horrors are emerging. Une's metal horror emerged because Une died. What are you talking about? The freaking guy that we were draining hemogen from had a metal horror? What? What? Oh, okay. That can happen? Puppeteer, show this little fledgling. Oh my god, it's so fast! Run, Kale! Holy crap. Oh, no, Zero, you're holding Ruby Jr. Do not... Take Ruby Jr. somewhere safe. Get out of there. Woo! Okay. Mental horror, destroyed. Ruby Jr. was, not a fan of that. Scary noise! Wabba wagga boo! Wabagoo! Oh no! That's alright. It's been dealt with, little one. You are safe now. Really? So people that we can psychic kidnap can have metal horrors? Bro. That is so not okay. No, Ruby Jr. is very sad. Oh no. I mean, I would be too if I saw this metal thing just booking it towards me. Goodness. Okay, well, that certainly happened. Well, that's one less hemo drain that we have going, but the good news is we do have so many hemo packs, 200 roughly, that I think will be okay. Oh, okay, that's concerning, that people we abduct can also have metal horrors. Dude, it's like a zombie infection, except with metal, nasty, instant kill you guys. By the way, look how much damage Kale took. My goodness, like one stab was enough to put her at 70% health. My goodness. Ugh. Kale, go get some rest. Jockey, when you're done watching TV, can you pretty please clean up this room? I would sure appreciate that. Crimson, once you're done tending to the finger spike, if you could clean up this room, I would really appreciate that as well. Woo! That's another thing to worry about. Well, there's currently an eclipse, but as the day, begins to come back in, I believe that is gonna do it for this episode of
RimWorld.
Hey look, and the sun turned back on. So, this was an eventful episode. It kind of felt like everything wrong was happening, but, you know, despite a couple hiccups, everything went pretty okay-ish. You know, mostly kind of, sort of, maybe. But, progress has been made, new armor has been made for all of our people, and of course, many a research has been taken. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And in the next one, we need to figure out a reliable way to actually get some more steel. Because, like, yeah, we're making friends. We could do a steel drop maybe here and there later. But, ooh, yeah. We desperately need steel. It's just an omnipresent, like, constant battle that we never have enough steel in our base. Just because we're using so much of it. And we do still need to get rid of, like, 1 billion of these, blocks. Because I don't think that we need this many. But it's a slow process. We're getting rid of them, you know, slowly but surely. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I will see you
In the next one.
hopefully nobody dies. But we'll see. Especially with the tier 2, psychic dark thingy, Madoodad. Also, I'm kind of hoping that the twisting obelisk shows up at some point, but I guess we'll see. So, bye.